Assessment of intelligence. Intelligence tests attempt to measure your intelligence, that is, your basic ability to understand the world around you, assimilate its functioning, and apply this knowledge to enhance the quality of your life. Intelligence tests are psychological tests that are designed to measure a variety of mental functions such as reasoning, comprehension, and judgment. The goal of intelligence tests is to obtain an idea of a person's intellectual potential. The tests center around a set of stimuli designed to yield a score based on the test maker's model of what makes up intelligence. Intelligence tests are often given as a part of battery of tests.
Advantages of intelligence assessments. In general, intelligence tests measure a wide variety of human behaviors better than any other measure that has been developed. They allow professionals to have a uniform way of comparing a person's performance with that of other people who are similar in age. These tests also provide information on cultural and biological differences among people. Intelligence tests are excellent predictors of academic achievement and provide an outline of a person's mental strength and weaknesses. Many times, the scores have revealed talents in many people which have led to an improvement in their educational opportunities. Teachers, parents, and psychologists are able to devise individual curricula that matches a person's level of development and expectations.
Disadvantages. Some researchers argue that intelligence tests have serious shortcomings. For example, many intelligence tests produce a single intelligence score. The single score is often inadequate in explaining the multidimensional aspects of intelligence. Another problem with a single score is the fact that individuals with similar intelligence test scores can vary greatly in their expression of these talents. It is important to know the person's performance on the various subtests that make up the overall intelligence test score. Knowing the performance on these various scales can influence the understanding of a person's abilities and how these abilities are expressed. For example, two people have identical scores on intelligence tests. Although both people have the same test scores, one person may have obtained the score because of strong verbal skills, while the other may have obtained the score because of strong skills in perceiving and organizing various tasks.
The first attempt to measure intelligence was made by Binet. He also gave the concept of mental age (MA), which refers to an individual level of mental development relative to the environment in which he or she lives. Binet argued that a mental retarded child would perform like a normal child of younger age. He compared MA with the chronological age, CA or the biological age or age from birth. Bright child has a MA above CA. A dull child has MA below CA. The intelligence quotient IQ was devised in 1912 by William Stern. IQ refers to a child's mental age divided by chronological age and multiplied by 100. IQ is equal to MA by CA into 100. If the mental age is same as chronological age, then the individual's IQ is 100. If the mental age is above CA, then the IQ is more than 100. If the mental age is less than CA, then the IQ is less than 100.
If the IQ score is above 160, calling as genius, IQ score between 145 to 159, highly intelligent, 116 to 144, above average, 85 to 115 average, 71 to 84 below average, 1 to 70 low intelligent.
The Stanford-Binet test traces its roots to the Binet-Simon scale, French device for identifying levels of intelligence. The Binet-Simon scale was developed by Alfred Binet and his student Theodore Simon. French education laws were in flux at the time, and Binet was approached by a governmental commission. The commission wanted a device to detect children that possessed notably below average levels of intelligence for their age. The intelligence test developed by Binet in 1905 was revised in 1909 and 1911. Louis Terman, a professor at the University of Stanford, introduced Binet's test in the United States of America, where the test underwent many revisions. The first revision appeared in 1916, which is known as Stanford-Binet test. This was further revised in 1936 and 1961. The fourth and latest revision of Stanford-Binet test as published in 1986.
Stanford-Binet test. The Stanford-Binet test is an examination meant to gauge intelligence through 5 factors of cognitive ability. These 5 factors include fluid reasoning, knowledge, quantitative reasoning, visual, spatial processing, and working memory. Both verbal and non-verbal responses are measured. Each of the 5 factors is given a weight, and the combined score is often reduced to a ratio known commonly as the intelligence quotient or IQ. The Stanford-Binet test is among the most reliable standardized tests currently used in education. It has undergone many validity tests and revisions throughout its century-long history. And while there are undoubtedly a few issues with the assessment, most results are treated as accurate. That is, individuals with high scores are usually gifted, and those with low Stanford-Binet test scores often face some sort of cognitive disability.
The Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Children and Adults. The Wechsler Intelligence Scale is an intelligence test that can be administered to both children and adults. Developed by Dr. David Wechsler, a clinical psychologist with Bellevue Hospital. In 1939, the test measures one's ability to adapt and constructively solve problems in the environment, as Wechsler defined. The Wechsler's Intelligence Scale for Children. The Wechsler's Intelligence Scale for Children is an individually administered test for both children between ages of 6 and 16. It can be completed without any reading or writing and takes 65 to 80 minutes to complete. It takes an IQ score which represents a cognitive ability. The test is divided into 15 subtests, and 10 of which are from previous version of the test. Supplemental subtests are used to accommodate children in rare cases or to make up the spoiled results due to interruptions or other cases. The Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Adults. Designed to measure intelligence in adults and older adolescents. The WISA is in its 4th version, which was published by Pearson in 2008. The test contains 10 subtests and 5 supplemental tests. The core test comprises the entire IQ scale and determines the capacity of a person to act and think purposefully and rationally and to deal effectively with his environment. It takes around 90 minutes to complete. The WAIS is appropriate for adults and adolescents ranging from 60 to 90 years of age.
Standardized intelligence testing has been called on psychology's greatest success. It is certainly one of the field's most persistent and widely used inventions. Since Albert Binet first used a standardized test to identify learning impaired Persian children in the early 1900s, it has become one of the primary tools for identifying children with mental retardation and learning disabilities. In general, intelligence tests measure a wide variety of human behaviors better than any other measure that has been developed. Allow professionals to have a uniform way of comparing a person's performance with that of other people of same age. They are excellent predictors of academic achievement and provide an outline of person's mental strengths and weaknesses. But intelligence testing has been constantly accused of unfairly stratifying test takers by race, gender, class, culture, etc. Since 1970s, intelligence researchers have been trying to preserve usefulness of intelligence testing while addressing those concerns. They have done so in a number of ways, including updating the Wechsler's intelligence scale of children, Stanford Binet intelligence scale, so they better reflect the abilities of test takers from different cultural settings and linguistic backgrounds. But still, researchers argue there are serious shortcomings for intelligence testing. Fortunately, psychologists continue to research the fascinating topic and their studies continue to yield new insights.